Good morning, everyone. Is the screen is visible? Just confirm in a chat box quickly. Okay, fine. So in last lecture, what we have seen, we have started with the second unit. In that one, we have seen what? The water pollution, right? In that one, some of the topic we have covered. Just we will go through that quickly, and then we will move to the remaining topic of water pollution, and then we'll start the that is air pollution, right? Second topic of unit 2. So in that one, we have seen what is pollutant, what is pollution, right? So pollution, that means what? Any change in either what? A physical, chemical or biological, and it can be any content, right? It can be a what? Air, water or land, right? So that is nothing but what? A pollution. Now, which are the substances are that because of that there will be a change in either physical, chemical or biological characteristics of any component of this one. So that is known as what? A pollutants, right? Pollutant, that means what? Any substance that will be present in environment, and because of that it may be harm to the living things or any organization. So that is nothing but what? A pollutants. Then we have seen what are the types of pollution. There are so many types are there. Thermal pollution, right? Radioactive, but we are going to learn only these three in our syllabus. We have already started water. So is if there is a change in what we can say the physical, chemical or biological characteristics of what? Water, and it can be either anything, either a natural or a human activity, right? And we have also seen what are the signs of polluted water. That means because of which sign we can say that our water is what? Polluted. So there are basically three we can say primary things are that. The first one is what? A taste, right? Taste, odor, that means smell, and temperature. The another thing is what? A temperature, right? They are the physical, we can say. Okay, and what the others are? If there is a decrease in number of fish. So we have seen, right? Because of what? Can anyone tell me because of what the fish are supposed to be decreased in a water? So we can see that the water is polluted because of which process? Can anyone? We have seen last time which are the sources and effect of water pollution, right? In that one, in one of the topic we have seen that. Okay, yeah, oxygen. Okay, fine. Just a minute. Decrease in oxygen concentration. Yes, because of what? Dissolve oxygen. What? DO, right? It is supposed to be decreased. Why? Because the bacteria is there and they are using it for what? Decomposition. Yes. Now what? The oil and grease are floating on the surface. That is because of what? We can say the shipment, right? Another thing is what? Unchecked growth of aquatic weeds, right? We have seen that photosynthesis process. So the whatever the aquatic weeds are there, some plants are there, they are not supposed to live, right? Now presence of color is also, so taste, odor, color and temperature, right? So they are the main uh, that is the thing. Yes, increase or decrease in pH of the water. Yes. Then we have seen the quality standards, right? So we have seen that that quality standard is depend upon the use, in which way we are going to use the water, right? It can be used for what? By the human for drinking purpose, or it can be used for what? Any industry purpose, or it can be used for irrigation, it can be used in any power plant. So that depend upon what? At which you are going to use the water. So if it is supposed to be used for the drinking, then the quality of the water should be very high. If it will be used for irrigation, then some lower quality water is fine, right? So that is, there are the way, right? Mainly three parameters are there, that is physical, chemical and biological. Physical, that means just we have seen color, odor, taste, temperature, and the another one is added, that is turbidity. Turbidity, that means what? The cleanliness, we can say the cloudiness of the water. Then chemical, so any solid, hardness, chlorides, pH, this what the concentration of this is required, nitrites and all. But excess we can say the concentration of this will make what? A water polluted, right? Then biological parameters. So we have seen that there are 4 organizations are there. They are making some standard rule that specifying some rules. According to that, what the water is supposed to be discharged into the water body. So this is what 3 parameters are there. Now source, there are 2 source are there, point source and non-point source. So can anyone tell me what is that point source and non-point source? Okay, 110 number, unmute yourself, point source and non-point source. 110, Mihir. Unmute yourself quickly. And again, as you have
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, what is point source and non-point source? Can you define it or differentiate it, or you can give any example, whatever you know? Because I
Hello.
told, yeah, you are audible. Hello. Yeah, what is point source? For the water pollution, there are mainly 2 classifications are there, point source and non-point. So what is the meaning of that? Do you know? Yes or no?
मैम
Okay.
जो पॉइंट सोर्स होता है
Okay,
वो
fine.
स्पेसिफिक लोकेशन पे ट्रैक हो
Yeah.
सकता है,
Yeah.
लाइक वो पाइप में और ऐसा
That means
वेस्ट
what?
वाटर.
Okay, fine. So we know what is the source, right, of the water. It is from what? A single location. That will be from what? A single location. Say for example, from any, we can say the uh, any farm is there, right? So from that, or any industry is there, any power plant is there. Yeah, so we know the yes, power plant and all. So we know that they all are what? A single location, right? So if we know that what is the single location is there for the source, it can be what? We can give some treatment. That is the main advantage is there. Yes, factories. So this is, see, we can give some treatment before it is discharged into the water body, either a river or a sea, right? So that is the benefit of that non-point. That means what? We don't know the exact location. That means location is what? It will be a scattered one. They are also called what? We can say the area source. The another name is there. So what the specific from where it's come, that we don't know, so we can't go for the treatment for non-point source, right? You can see in this figure also, point source is coming from the specific location, and non-point, that means suppose some one we can say the society is there, one lane is there, one common sewage is there, so we can't identify from which home the water pollutants are coming, and that will be mixed with the water, right? So that are the example you can give, right? Another sources, these are what common, right? If you want to classify it according to the surface, so what it is due to sewage, industrial, and synthetic, we can say the detergent that will be used for washing and cleaning either of the animal or the clothes, right? Then oil spillage, all are that. Now we know that groundwater is also there, right? So groundwater, most source is what? Septic tank and deep well. And I told you, if it will be asked in a more marks, you can explain what is septic tank, as I have explained in the previous lecture, right? Now classification of the water pollutants. So total there are 8 classification that we have seen, and I think we have covered first 2, right? Or I think yes, we have covered, I think, organic and pathogenic, right? 2 of them we have covered. So that is what organic demanding waste. The second, organic pollutants, is also known as what? Oxygen demanding waste. In that one, what happens? The bacteria is there, it will use the dissolved oxygen. Whatever the organic metals are present in the water, they are going to be decompose it, right? Bacteria is going to decompose that one. So what happen? It will generate CO2 and H2O, but because of that, the DO is supposed to be decreased. So biochemical oxygen demand, that means what? It will measure how much DO is required for the decomposition. That is nothing. And the minimum level of DO should be what? 8 to 15 mg per liter. 8 to 15 mg per liter, okay, in a water. Now what happen if it is supposed to be decreased? It may be if it goes less than 4 mg, then what happens? The fish cannot survive. Other aquatic, we can see the plants are also not survive, right? So because of that, they are going to die. So less number of fish is there, and we can say the water is get polluted because of reduced DO. What happened? The taste, odor, and color of water is also supposed to be changed. Fine. So this is of the pathogens. That means what? If there are bacteria are supposed to be present in the water, then it can be having what? Disease like cholera, typhoid, etc. Now another is what? The nitrogen and phosphorus compound. Okay, nitrogen and phosphorus compound. So what happens? The nitrogen and phosphorus are what? At some levels it require. It helps in growth of what? The algae and other plants, right? It is useful. But what happens if they are in more concentration, right? If our water is much in nutrient, that means if it is rich in that nutrients, then that water is called what? Polluted water. Why? Because of that, the algae is supposed to be the growth of the algae is supposed to be very fast, right? What? Because of this high concentration. So what happened? It covers the surface of the water with what? Algae. So sunlight is not supposed to be get into the water. So what happens? Whatever the plants are there, they are supposed to be died. Okay, and we can say if it is supposed to be died, so they are going to be decomposed by bacteria. Again, DO level is supposed to be decreased, and the fish and other aquatic animals cannot be survived, right? So because of nutrients, this problem can be there. That is what? Growth of algae, main thing. And the sunlight cannot come into the water in proper quantity. That process is called what? Photosynthesis. And because of that, the algae is supposed to be increased. So that process is known as what? Eutrophication. That we will learn shortly. Okay, and that is very important one again. Now aquatic plants, they are not supposed to be, we can say the lie, right? So this is the effect of nutrient, then toxic compound. So what happens? Some heavy metals are there, some pesticides are there. They are what? Either inorganic or inorganic compound. They are very harmful to the aquatic organism. Fine. So what happened? Some substance like because of pesticides, methyl mercury, they are supposed to be goes in or mixed into the water. Now it can be dissolved into the water or it can't be. Now what happened? Whatever the organism is there, they are going to consume what? This all substances, right? All these substances can be consumed by what? Organism body. And this process is known as what? Bioaccumulation. Now what happened? You know that there is a food chain is there. We have seen in the unit 1. So what happened? If whatever the organism is directly consuming the any pesticides, right? So that they are also going to be consumed by another animal. Fine. So what happened? There will be a substances are going to be built up in a successive food chain. So that process is called biomagnification. It can be asked in a 1 mark, right? What is bioaccumulation and biomagnification? Bioaccumulation, that means whatever the substance are there, they are directly consumed by some organism, that is called bioaccumulation. And that organism, whatever is supposed to be consumed by them, they are supposed to be consumed by another animal or another organism. So they are called what? Biomagnification process, right? So that is because of what? Toxic compound. So one example is giving of what? DDT biomagnification, right? So you can see that there are two, there is a chain is there, right here. And the concentration of DDT will be measured in what? ppm, right? So what happened? Water, if it is having a water is having the consumption, or we can say the DDT in terms of what? 0.501 ppm. Now that water is supposed to be consumed by what? The Zumplex. Now what happened? That can be what? Increase the concentration of DDT. You can see here 0.01 ppm, right? again that is going to be consumed by what? Minnows. So at that time the concentration will be increased. That can be consumed by needlefish, and needlefish will be consumed by birds. So you can see that in bird there will be a what? 10.00 DDT concentration. So obviously it is supposed to be affect the birds more, right? So in this way it will increase, and that process is called what? Biomagnification process. Now here it is written because of mercury, right? Some disease is supposed to be there, that is called what? Minimata. The concentration of nitrite is more than it will having, we can say the disease in what occurs, that is in blue baby disease, that is in infants. Now because of fluoride we know that that will be very harmful to our what? Bones and teeth, right? If it is in more concentration. So that is because of what? Toxic compound. Now another is suspended matter. So suspended matter makes water what? Aesthetically displeasing. So what is the meaning of aesthetically displeasing? Can anyone, what do you mean by the aesthetic? What is the meaning of this one? Aesthetic. Can anyone? Yes, looks, right? Yes. So what happened? How it looks means, yes, yes. So aesthetic beauty of the water is not supposed to be pleasing one, right? So that is the main thing because of suspended matter. Suspended matter can be in terms of what we can say the solid thing, right? Because of that, what happened? It reduces the light penetration, because if it will be available in water, right? If light penetration is supposed to be reduced, then what happened? The photosynthesis process is supposed to be reduced, and a corresponding loss in food production also. Good. So because of suspended matter, the DO depletion can also be there. Thermal discharge. So we know that heat water is supposed to be generated, or wasted heat is generated from the power plant or industry, and because of that what happens? The we can see the temperature of water is supposed to be increased, and if due to the thermal discharge the temperature of water is supposed to be decreased, it increases the biological activity. That means what? We know that at higher temperature, whatever the biological activities are there, that growth of that it is supposed to be a faster one, right? It will cause the organism which are heat sensitive. DO concentration is decreased. Why? Because what happened? Due to the increase in temperature, the biological activities is supposed to be growing fastly, or it will be increasing the rate of them, and because of that they are using what? The dissolved oxygen, and the dissolved oxygen is decreased, so we know that it is harmful to what? Fish and other aquatics. Growth of algae is also increased because of the process, right? So due to the thermal discharge, main temperature of water is increased, and because of that all things will be done. So these are the, we can say, the effects of what? Water pollutants. Important question. Again, what? The eutrophication. So as we have seen, eutrophication, that means what? The growth of the algae, nothing else. And because of the growth of algae, what happened? What are the, we can say, the effect of that? That process is called what? Eutrophication. So eutrophication will be originate from Greek word, that is what? EU, that means well, and the troph, that means food, that means well fed, or you can say the nutrient rich. So as I told you, if nutrients like nitrite and sulfur is supposed to be more in water, so what happened? They are called rich in nutrients. So that water is also not, we can say, the good one for the use. It is what? Polluted one. So thus the eutrophication can be defined as a what? Excessive nutrients load in the water body. Fine. That means what? Enrichment of the water is there because of phosphorus and nitrogen. So that process is called what? The eutrophication, right? Now because of that what happened? The growth of the organism, it is supposed to be faster one, and what happened? These nutrients are present that will be in more amount, so they'll act as a what? Pollutants, right? They'll act as pollutant, and because of that, the growth of the algae is supposed to be increased. Now, depending upon the presence of nutrient, how the algae is supposed to be developed, according to that, there are three types are there. Again, depending upon the presence of nutrients, the water bodies may be classified as under, that means three classifications are there: oligotrophic, mesotrophic, and eutrophic. Oligotrophic, mesotrophic, and eutrophic. Oligotrophic, that means what? The content of that phosphorus and nitrogens are very less concentration, right? Are in what? Very less concentration. And there is a low productivity of aquatic plants. You can see that there is a low productivity and very less, right? Poor concentration. Next one is what? Mesotrophic. That means water bodies with moderate concentration, that means average concentration, and productivity of aquatic plants is also average. Then it is called what? Mesotrophic. Eutrophic, that means what? It is with the high concentration and the high productivity of aquatic plants is supposed to be there. So they are classified in three ways: oligotrophic, mesotrophic, and eutrophic, depending upon the presence of nutrients. Fine. So that process is called what? Eutrophication. Important one. They are asked, write a short note about eutrophication and all, right? Effect of eutrophication. So high growth of algae is there. Fine. Because of that, the photosynthesis process is decreased. Because of algae, the sunlight cannot be reached to the water, and in we can say under the water some aquatic plants are there. Now, because of biological oxygen demanding, that means some bacteria is there, they are going to decompose the plants which are died because of the sunlight, so they are going to use dissolved oxygen. Now, because of dissolved oxygen, the fish and other aquatics cannot survive. Because of less DO, the taste, odor, they are supposed to be changed, right? So this, because of eutrophication, whatever we have seen, na, because main reason is what? Dissolved oxygen is supposed to be decreased, right? At photosynthesis process is supposed to be decreased. So because of this two reason, what happened that you need to write, that is nothing but what? Effect of eutrophication. How to control eutrophication? So the control at source is what? The base practice is to minimize, okay, to minimize the enrichness of the nutrients. That means what? We have to remove the nitrogen excess. We have to remove the excess nitrogen and phosphorus before the disposal of we can say the water, right? The recycling of nutrients should be adapted. The algae bloom should be removed, the water body. That means we should have to find some way how to remove the algae from the water surface, right? Reduce the phosphate, reduce the nitrate which is containing in the fertilizer. So what happened? In this way we can minimize the concentration. Now what happened? By how to control it, right? What? Water pollution. So this is the control of what? Eutrophication. Now whatever the ways we have seen, because of what the water get polluted, so how to control that? So first is what? Because of sewage. The main reason is what? The sewage should be properly, whatever the water is supposed to be discharged, some treatment is supposed to be done on that, and then the discharge of water is there. So according to that, there are three ways are there: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary, that means what? Remove the floating impurities, inorganic particles. That means some solids are there, by some physical process they are supposed to be removed from the water. Secondary treatment, that means what? Remove the organic impurity using some biological method. So after the primary treatment, we can go for the secondary treatment. And tertiary treatment, that means what? Some strong oxidizing agents are there to remove the impurity, right? And that can be done after what? The primary and secondary treatment only. So this is by proper sewage. Now what happened? We know that what are the sources, right? So one source is what? The industrial, that means whatever the water is coming from any industry, or we can say the farm, so it should be treated first before the disposal, that discharge of the water. We can say whatever the we are washing direct clothes and animals near to the river, or a we can say the lake, so that should be avoided. Because of what? The detergent will get into the water and water get polluted. Now you know that the pesticides and fertilizers, whatever it is used in that, when it should be used in such a way that the chemical we can say it should be a less. Then because of runoff of the water from the farm, some pesticides and fertilizer are supposed to be mixed with the water, that we have seen. So we have to use what? Some less chemical, that whatever the pesticides and fertilizers are there. Okay. So these are the, in which way we can control the, we can say the water pollution. Another one is what? Encourage the reuse of the water. Can anyone give the example of that one? How to reuse the water? Can anyone give the example? Reuse of water. In which way we can reuse it? Okay, you just, okay, fine. Someone has written. Rainwater harvesting. Yes. So what happened? Because of that, the soil is supposed to be right. So in, okay, using unused water to wash the, yes, whatever the, yes, that is the thing. Whatever the way we can say the right now in a RO plant, right? Some vestige of water is supposed to be there. So what happened? We are going to just throw that water. So instead of that, if we are supposed to use it in some use, it is not going to be harmful in that way, then that is called what? A reuse of the water. Yes. Use filters. Yes, that is only right to washing the clothes, right? So that in that way we can do that. Okay. Whatever the thermal pollution is there because of hot water is there. So directly we are not going to do what? The hot water is going to be, we can say the mixed with the water. So before that it should be cooled down. Okay. So in this way we can control the water. Fine. And there is some advanced treatment we need to go for to remove the nitrites and phosphate, because they are the main cause or pollutants are there. Okay. So which question can be asked from this one? As I have told you, whenever any pollution is there, it is what? Mainly are define water pollution and what are the sources of water pollution. Write a short note on how to check quality standard. It can be asked. Then what? What are the pollutants for the water? So these are 8. Sometimes it will be asked what? Ask what? Give the classification of water pollutants and explain any 3. Sometimes it will be asked explain the classification of water pollutants, 7 marks. So you have to write in that way. If it will be asked only list and explain any 3, so that 3 you have to explain in detail one. In each and everything you need to give what? Source and effect, right? Otherwise you can write down in a single paragraph or 1 or 2 points. That is fine, right? Eutrophication, that is important one, and how to control water pollution. Okay, these are the question can be asked from this one. So this is the water pollution topic from second unit. Now we will go for the air pollution. So just I am ending this meeting and again you will join for the another 20 minutes. So we will start that one. Okay, air pollution. So quickly rejoin the meeting, right? I am ending this. Okay, we will start with what? The air pollution. So in that one, okay, first, what is atmosphere? That we have seen in the first unit, right? What is atmosphere? Can anyone? What is atmosphere? Because I told you at that time the atmosphere is also part of air pollution, right? But just we have covered in a unit 1. Okay. Yeah, surrounding, nothing but what? A surrounding with us, that is nothing but what? A atmosphere. What is air? Or air pollution, whatever you know. Just you write down into the chat box. Yeah, mixture of gases. Yes. So it is nothing but what? Atmosphere, or we can say the air is nothing but what? The mixture of gases. Fine. So in our life, we know that daily we can say the very high intake of this is supposed to be used by us. In which process? In a breathing process, right? Now we will see what? Again, see what are the solution sources are there, what are the classifications are there, what are the sources, and what is the effects, right, of each one we will see. Now here again we'll see what is the effect of air pollutants on human health, plants and climates. That's also we will see. And which are the factors they are going to affect the air pollution, right? So air pollution is what? Some we can say the unwanted or undesirable some particles or gases are present into the air. Okay. We can say what? In a quantity which are not required. Okay. And they'll harm to what? Many things, like what? It can be a human, animal, plant, every can anyone, it can be anything, right? So that is nothing but call what? The air pollution, right? So it may affect to this one, right? So what happened? How to control it? Mean air pollution is because of what? Can anyone tell me? It can be either through the human one. Again, it can be classified in this way, right? Or natural and man-made. So which are the man-made things are there due to that the air supposed to get polluted quickly? Which are the reasons for the, okay, industrial waste, ACCFC, yes, vehicles, yeah, because of vehicles, small, yeah. So what happened? Because of the fuel is supposed to be burned, harmful chemicals, okay. So what happened? Because of that, the some gases are supposed to be mixed with the uh, air, so it is supposed to be get polluted, right? Okay. The burning of garbage, yes, the burning of garbage, the burning of what? Forest, all these are. Now what? Again say, as I told you, that can be classified in two ways. Sources of air pollution, it can be either what? Natural or man-made, right? It can be either natural or man-made. So which are the naturals one? First is the pollen grains, volcanic eruption. Okay, can anyone give the example of volcanic eruption, or what is the meaning of volcanic eruption? Then forest fire. Okay, someone has said that because of burning of something. So the forest fire is also can be there. Dust storm. Yes, the gases from volcano. Yes. So because of volcano, right? What happened? It is nothing but what? The, we can say the lava kind of thing. Because of that, some gases are supposed to be generated and they are very harm, right? They are very toxic. So that is what? A volcanic eruption. Salt spray from the ocean, bacteria and other microorganism, photochemical reaction. Due to all this, they are natural sources for what? Air pollution. The another word is what? A man-made. So all things that you have told, like because of vehicle, right? So because of what? Fuel burning, because of agriculture culture activities, industrial unit, factories, thermal power plant, automobile exhaust, aircraft, nuclear explosion, the domestic burning of woods, mining. Because of all this, the air get pollution, and they are because of what? Us, right? Human. So basically, it will be classified into two way. That is what? We can say the man-made and natural. Now in this, if you are going to refer the book, there will be a structure of atmosphere. One topic is given that we have already covered in the unit 1. Okay, it will be divided into what? 5: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, magnosphere. They are 5, and you have to write in what? Temperature, right? And kilometer. So that is the thing, that is also in the air pollution chapter is given. Now what happened? Generally, it will be classified into this. Which main met sources? Again, it will be classified into this 3 types: point or stationary, as we have seen in the water pollution, right? Point and non-point. Again, here there are 3 classification. The indirectly meaning is same: point or stationary. That means what? It will be from the particular point. Okay, it will be from the particular point that we can locate it. So that is called point. That means from the chimney, tall chimney, whatever the gases is, we can say the smoke is continuously discharging and mixed with the air. So that is called what? Point or stationary source. Another one is line or mobile. That means what? Can anyone give the example of this one? Line or mobile. That means what? It covers a long distance, like, okay, yes, it is what? Vehicle. That means when we are driving the vehicle, either the car or any one, what happened? The mix, some gases will be generated and it is covering some distance, right? So that is called what? Line or mobile source. Another one is area source. Town and cities add smoke and gases over a wide areas. So that is called what? Area source, right? We know that whatever the waste is that they are supposed to dump at what? The out of the city, at the corner place of the city, and they are going to burn that. Because of that, the air get polluted. So these are the main sources. Now, according to the state of matter, according to the state of matter, again they are going to be classified into some ways. They are based on origin and based on state of matter. Okay, so based on origin, that means what? Primary air pollutants and secondary air pollutants. So primary air pollutant, that means what? We know that the oxide of sulfur, oxide of nitrogen, ash, smoke, hydrocarbon, they are direct. They are generated and they'll be what? Mixing with the air directly. Now what happens if they are supposed to be secondary air pollutant? So secondary air pollutant, that means what? These are going to be happen in which way? Some primary pollutants are there. They are going to be do, or they'll do some processing with some substances which are already available in air, and they will generate what? A secondary air pollutants, right? What? The ketones, ozone, aldehyde. So they are going to be generated. Okay. Now, based on state of matter, they will be divided again into 2 parts: the gaseous air pollutant and we can say the particulate air pollutant. So, gaseous air pollutants here, whatever example you will see, they are the example of, you can say, same as a what? A gaseous air pollutant, right? They are what? They are at the normal temperature and pressure. Now, particulate air pollution, that means what? They are in terms of some particles, say like a ash, a fog, or a dust, or a smoke, right? So they are nothing but what? It is in terms of what? Particles. So in according to that, the classification of air pollutants like this one, right? Based on origin and based on state of matter. Okay, this is what? Classification of air pollutant. Now the another thing is what? You can see from this figure also, right? Here you can see primary pollutants: CO, CO2, SO2, NO2, all are. Now what happens? They can be generated by many things. Either it can be from point source, mobile source, right? So you can see that here some natural resources, these things are supposed to be generated from a mobile. That means what? Mobile source, that means any vehicle. Some stationary, we can say the source, like any factory. This all are supposed to be generated. They are called primary pollutants. After that, they'll do some process with the air substances and they'll generate what? A secondary pollutant. So you can see from the example, right? So they are the classification of air pollutants. The next one is what? Sources and effect. So this is the main thing, right? As we have seen in that one, there are 8 pollutants are there, and each and every effect we have seen. Here also what? All gases are there for air pollution, and again there are 6 to 7 sources are there. So that means the pollutants are there. For each one you may have to write what? A source and effect. The first one is what? Carbon monoxide, that means CO. So it is colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. Now it has no, we can say the effect if it is at the normal concentration, that is 0.1 ppm. But if we can say the concentration of CO will be more, then it seriously affect to the human metabolism. Now sources, that means because of which process the carbon monoxide will be generated. So this is what? Volcanic eruption, as we have seen, right? So CO and carbon monoxide is very harmful for us. Natural gas emission, electrical discharge during the cloud forming, right? So these are the reasons for what? The CO generation, right? Transportation source contribute about 64 percentage of CO in air because of transportation. Now we know that air pollutants are what? Forest fire, agriculture burning. So because of that fire also, the 70%, 17% of CO is also get into the air. Others are for from what? The industrial processes, such as what? Any electric furnace, we can say the blast in iron or a steel industry. They'll contribute what? 9.6 percentage of CO in air. So in this way, the CO will be mixed with the air and our air get polluted. Now because of CO, what can be the effect? So what happened? The first effect is for the human. They'll reduce the oxygen carrying capacity of blood by selectively combining with hemoglobin. So what happens? They'll combine with the hemoglobin and they will form one, that is called what? Carboxyhemoglobin. Now because of this carboxyhemoglobin, the laziness, exhaustion or giddiness that can be there in a human. Okay, it can reduce the vision. Okay, we can say CO is very dangerous and the high levels are what? A fatal for the human life. So carbon monoxide effect is a, we can say, a serious one, right? So one of the pollutant for air is what? Carbon monoxide. The another is carbon dioxide, that is CO. So what happened? We can say the CO2 O2, the balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide must be there. Now we can say that the content of carbon dioxide in the air has increased by approximately 15% during the last century. Now whatever the, we can say the concentration is there, but in last century 15% of CO2 will have been increased, right? So obviously the balance of CO2 and O2 is not supposed to be in a proper manner. Now what are the sources for CO2? So from any burning the CO2 will be, we can say the generated. Fossil fuel burning, jet plane uses O2 and it will release the CO2. Agriculture practices, that means deforestation, right? These are the main sources. Effect is what? The main effect of CO2 is on the earth, that is what? Climate, greenhouse effect, right? So that you will learn in the separate chapter what is greenhouse effect. Okay, CO2 is less dangerous as compared to the carbon monoxide. It can be also cause the headache, right? So these are the source and effect of what? CO2, that is carbon dioxide. First is carbon monoxide, another one is carbon dioxide. The third one is what? Oxide of nitrogen. See, this all are available in the sources, right? Primary source and secondary source. So this all are what? Primary source, and how they'll affect, that we need to identify. So nitric oxide and nitrogen oxide are very important pollutants. So a nitrogen oxide of nitrogen is having number of variants, right? NO2, NO3, NO, N2O. So there are so many oxides of nitrogens are there. From that, NO and NO2, mainly they are two responsible, and only the sources and effect will be classified in that way only. So two NO, the NO and NO2, right? They are going to consider these two only. And it is, we can say the main pollutant will be there for the air pollution. Now what happened? Thus the property is there. NO is colorless, odorless, but NO2 is having a reddish brown color, right? And it is having odor, like we will feel what? The suffocating. So that is nothing but what? NO and NO2. So what happens? What are the sources of NO? This and NO2. So fuel combustion in automobile and industry, lightning, forest fire, bacterial decomposition of organic matter. As we have seen, they'll use what? Dissolved oxygen. So bacterial decomposition of organic matter, due to that also the NO is generated, right? So what is the effect of this one? Nitric oxide combined with the hemoglobin, same as the previous one, right? And they'll form what? We can say they'll combine with the hemoglobin, and whatever the oxygen carrying capacity is there, that is going to be reduced. Now NO2 is more toxic, we can say. They'll affect to the lung, and that can also cause what? The bronchitis, right? NO2 is react with the atmospheric moisture to form the nitric acid. NO2 will what? Whatever the substance are available in atmosphere, they'll do some process and it will generate what? Nitric acid. Again, the nitric acid is very dangerous one, right? They can harm the property also, and some metals also. So this is the effect of what? The we can say the oxide of nitrogen. Same way, oxide of sulfur. So oxide of sulfurs are again, there are so many types. We are going to consider SO2 and SO3. Okay, it is having what? We can say the suffocating odor. Okay, most of SOx pollutions, that is 67% due to volcanic activity, and remaining 33% due to what? The burning of solid and fuel, transportation, some industry like paper manufacturing plants, sulfuric acid plants, right? Because of this, all the oxide of sulfur is generated, right? Now we have seen one process, that is no, that we will see in the solid waste, that is incineration. So in that one also the oxide of sulfur will be generated, that we'll see later on what is this process, right? So this is the sources, and oxides are what? They'll call disease, because disease like what? The asthma, eye irritation, throat infection, bronchitis, that all are due to this one, right? A heart disease can also be there. They'll attack the, okay, sulfuric acid is supposed to be generated. So they'll affect to what? Property also, which are made up of marble and limestone. Example is what? A Taj Mahal, right? So due to this, it is also get affected. Fine. Now what happens? Sulfuric acid, it will generate again, it will be very dangerous. Okay. So these are the sources for what? The oxide of sulfur, oxide of nitrogen. We have seen CO2 and CO. 4 sources we have seen. Another remaining 3 to 4 sources are there, and that we will see in the next lecture. Okay, fine. So is there any doubt up to this? We have seen eutrophication process, how to control water pollution, what is air pollution, what are the sources for air pollution. Then we have seen what is the source and effect of air pollutants. In that one, we have covered 4 pollutants, right? Okay. Is there any doubt? Anyone? Okay, fine. Then now you can leave the session. Fine. Now in next Saturday we will continue with this one. Okay, fine.